have literally been doing everything possible in my power to not work on the paper that I have to work on tonight. I was just feeling really stressed out because I realized a couple days ago, like I calculated it, because I didn't actually calculate it until somebody asked me about it, but I'm taking 8 classes and I'm taking 23 quarter credits. That's a lot for me. Because last quarter, I was only taking 17 and I already felt like I was dying. But I'm taking 23 quarter units and I'm trying to grow my YouTube and Instagram by posting more and staying more connected and keep up with like everything else life. Today, all day, I just felt completely swamped. I think it started yesterday actually, when I had time to actually sit down and start my online classes. You know, I just thought, online classes, easy. Did them before. Been doing online classes since I started college. But these online classes are crazy because they're with a different community college and they turn 16-week courses into 6-week courses. So the readings, everything due for the week, you spend at least 9 hours a week for each class, reading the stuff, doing the homework. And these are humanities courses. I'm taking world religion and philosophy logic. I should not have had to spend 6 hours today doing philosophy work, but then again, I guess I should have because that was the appropriate time. I just didn't realize how much time I would be putting into these classes and how much effort really that I need to put in, and so I'm starting to feel like more overwhelmed and like stressed out about everything. I decided that for this week's school chat, I would do like a nightly check-in with you guys every single night. I have like a little video log, like a real vlog type of thing. So you'll probably see me like really tired all the time just because it'll be like nighttime. Right now it is currently 11:30 p.m., 11:25 p.m. I don't know. I think I set my clock to 5 minutes early. And so I'm going to, like after I'm done with this little check-in and talking to you guys, I'm gonna go take a shower and then put on a face mask probably because I think my skin needs a little TLC in preparation for all the stress. Not really stress, but in preparation for all the little rest that I'm going to be getting. And then I'm going to do this little paper, which this paper isn't actually due until Thursday, but I have so many other things to do throughout the week that I might as well just do it now because it's so simple. And I already put on my to-do list and I wrote high priority, so now I have to do it. And I circled it a bunch of times, so I want to make sure that when future Amanda looks back at past Amanda's work, future Amanda is proud and doesn't have to think about why didn't I actually do this, you know? That's why I love keeping a to-do list. It keeps me in check. Tomorrow I have an 8 a.m. and then I have class up until noon. Then I have a little gap and then I have class from 3 to 4 and then hopefully after that I'll have time to do homework. Today, Tuesday night, I'm currently at my desk right now. I'm standing up because it's like a standing up setup over here. A lot of you guys asked me what this is or where this is from. It's from Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description below. It's basically just like those laptop desks that you would use on your bed, except I use it for my desk to stand up at just because if I don't do that, oh my gosh, my hair just looks so weird. If I don't do that, then I will fall asleep sitting down even if I'm not sleepy. Like my body just knows like, oh, she's sitting down, she's studying, time to get sleepy. Anyway, I actually started to attempt to do my homework for stats, but then realized that I just don't have brain power at the end of the night and I'm already really tired because last night I didn't get that much sleep because I ended up writing that paper. What I will do right now is edit the what I eat in a day video that I had filmed today to post tomorrow. This uploading schedule of 3 days a week is kind of killing me a little, so I'm gonna have to rethink my strategy for next month, but so far so okie dokie. I had class, nutrition care management, and then advanced nutrition until lunchtime, and then I had stats at 3, but all of her lectures are pretty much online and she just says the same stuff during class period, and then you just have to do homework and figure it out yourself. But honestly, I would have gone if it weren't raining. For some reason, the rain just makes me not want to do anything. I don't want to step outside. I have not stepped outside of this apartment since noon, you guys. I love it when it rains, as long as I get to stay inside all day. But then I have this like catch where if I stay inside all day, I kind of get cabin fever, so I don't like when it rains. And that's why I live in Southern California, so it can rain just for a couple days and then we're done with it. Basically did mostly everything that I had wanted to do today and more. I was able to finish reading a book for my religion class and just do things in the time that I had. I was actually really surprised with the amount of time that I had to do the things that I needed to do, because for some reason I thought I had way less time. It's really, really, really helpful to have this to-do list, because now I'm like, okay, I have 30 minutes right now, what can I do? So I look at my to-do list and then I have something to do it, and then I check it off and I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about that later. And it feels really nice to, at the end of the night, look at my list and be like, okay, I did everything absolutely necessary to do. So yeah. So it is now Thursday night. I had class all day, really exhausted. I had class in the morning. For my senior seminar class, we had to take a mock RD exam. So it was 125 questions and it took 2 hours. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. It just showed me the things that I really don't know about being an RD, which a lot of it has to do with clinical dietitian stuff. Like, what is a BUN of 50 milligrams per deciliter? My brain was just completely fried after that. And then I had statistics right after that. So I was even more completely fried when my teacher was trying to talk about, oh, here's the p-value and here's the null hypothesis. What does all this even mean? I pushed through it, tried to make it as much as possible, but when class was over, I was like, all right, brain time to shut off. So then I went over to Jay's and hung out, we had dinner, and now I'm back here just because tomorrow I have some stuff that I need to get done, and so I'm staying here for tonight, so tomorrow I could do all my work and homework and stuff like that. I compiled a couple of questions from the last school chat vlog thing so I could answer them here. So I have it on my, don't you love that angle? That double chin angle? Awesome. My handy dandy computer, Gratiella Lupu and Laden Maghub. I'm sorry, I'm like butchering your guys' names right now, but you guys wanted to know how I did in my last exams and if I passed, and thank you guys so much for keeping up and for caring and for checking up on me. But yes, I definitely did pass. I think I got a couple B's, mostly A's. I'm really happy about that. I think I got like 1 or 2 B's, but you know, I'm not too upset over that. Hard work definitely did pay off. Thank you guys again for checking up on that. Jesselyn Wilson wanted to know about the coordinated program in nutrition and dietetics and the benefits of that over regular dietetics major. The coordinated program basically coordinates your internship hours with school so that when you graduate you can sit down and take your RD exam. For a lot of other dietetics majors out there, they are not coordinated, but you do need those 1200 internship hours in order to sit down to take your RD board exam. So what a lot of people will do is graduate with their nutrition and dietetics degree, and then they have to go find an internship that will take them for 1200 hours, or an internship that will take them for 600 hours and another one for 600 hours. And basically having a coordinated degree takes that stress off of you. And it doesn't sound like a lot, oh, like I just need to find an internship, but it actually is really hard to find an accredited internship that will give you those hours with a preceptor that's willing to take you under their wing for that long. So if you are planning to go get your RD license and take your exam, I would highly recommend looking for a coordinated program, and you can do that by going onto the website. I think it's Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Let me check. You can definitely find out more information in the video that I had made about nutrition and dietetics and my program, which I will link in the description below. So that might be really helpful if you're interested in pursuing a career in nutrition and dietetics. If there are any questions in there that I did not answer, please feel free to comment them in the comments below here so I can answer them in the next school chit chat that we have. And then Jesselyn also wanted to know if I was working on my master's now or going to school for that after the RD exam. Right now I'm in a program that if I choose, I can go on for a 3rd year and get my master's because it is a BS/MS program in nutrition and dietetics. But I had decided to halt that, and I know other people were asking me that too. Someone wanted to know if I was going to med school after graduation, and I would absolutely love to go to med school after graduation. I decided to not go on to my master's year just because in a private institution, when it costs so much more money, and if I'm going to go on to get a doctorate degree, either a medical doctorate degree or a doctor of osteopathic medicine degree, then I don't really see a big advantage to having a master's degree in a field that I already have my bachelor's degree if I'm going to go on to become a physician. But in the case that I decide that I do want to get my master's degree, I can always apply again and get my master's degree. A lot of people are really scared to do the things that they want to do because they're like, oh, what if this, what if that, like I'll never have another, like they think that they'll never have another chance. If it doesn't work out for me, then it doesn't work out for me, and I know there are going to be a lot of other paths and opportunities available for me in the future, so I'm not even worried about it. I'm just keeping my mind focused on my dream, what I want to do, and that is to become a physician. And Julie Vanderker says that she finds it extremely difficult to find time to volunteer. Basically, to sit down to write for our RD exam, volunteering sets you apart for sure. And what she's asking is, how do I balance all aspects of my life? And somebody else asked me, Nina D'Agostini, she asked me how I live an active lifestyle being a busy college student. And I guess those two questions go hand in hand, but it's basically just prioritizing your time and really not just, I don't sit around and watch a bunch of Netflix shows even though it seems like I do. Like sometimes I'll have time, or like I'll watch one show while I'm eating or something, but I don't really have time to sit around and waste doing other things. I have to make things that I want to do a priority, and I think really it's just a matter of prioritizing and getting your shit done and writing a list. And you know, if you really want to do it, then you'll set your mind to do it. It's a survival instinct, you know, like if you are placed in a position where if you do not succeed, you won't live. You're only forced to succeed. So that's how I see it in my mind. It's not that extreme. I'm not gonna die if I don't succeed. But I'm just saying that that's the kind of drive that I have. There is no other choice but to keep moving forward, be as productive as possible, push as hard as I can, because the dreams that I have and the goals that I have require that kind of tenacity. I mean, if you want to volunteer and you're exhausted, I mean, I was just talking to my brother the other day, and he was like, what you choose to do should be something that sets your heart on fire, that makes you so passionate. You love it so much that even when you're tired, you would choose that over sleep. And I feel like that's what I'm doing right now, because I'm like barely getting enough sleep, but I don't mind because I love the grind. I love school and studying, and I also love YouTube and spreading out information and helping you guys as well. So I think balancing your life and making things a priority is really up to you. How bad do you want it? How much do you want to succeed? You want to sit down for your RD exam and volunteer and do varsity athletics? I feel like you could definitely do it. There's so much space in there for you to do it. At the end of the day, I'm tired. Like today I was really tired. I didn't really think that I could sit down and film this video, but here I am, and I feel so fired up right now because it's absolutely my passion to do this. So what you want to do, what you want to fit in your life, what you want to balance into your life should be something that takes precedence over your entire being. I mean, obviously you don't want to be unhealthily doing it and not taking care of yourself, but it's one of those things where if you're not willing to grind it out, is that really something that you love, or are you following that path for the wrong reasons? Okay, Sophie wants to know how easy it is to transfer to nutrition dietetics program from a different major or as an older student. She's in her final year of high school but applied to architecture programs, and she's just curious. I have a couple of friends actually who are in the nutrition and dietetics program who came from a non-nutrition background, and all they had to do was take the prerequisites for the program and then apply to the program and then get in. So it's just a matter of taking the prerequisites, applying and getting in to the program itself. I wouldn't say it's really difficult. I guess it depends on how hard you study and what kind of student you are, and again, how bad you want it. But I wouldn't say it's extremely difficult. It's not like trying to get into Harvard University with a 2.0 GPA, you know? So Vanessa Grace is a junior in high school and she wants to be a registered dietitian. It's her dream. Well, honey, you picked a great dream. She just wants to know what else she should do in order to apply and get into an undergraduate nutrition program. She has a 4.0, planning to take the SAT. She is applying for an internship to shadow dietitian and probably take culinary at school. Girl, you are already doing way more than I did, so definitely keep doing what you're doing. Keep that dream, follow the steps, and you will get in. I don't have any other advice other than just keep pushing. Sylvia Maculite wanted to know how much time I'm planning to take off after graduation to study for the MCAT and when I'm planning to take it. I'm probably gonna take 2 years off after I graduate just because I need to take biochem and organic chemistry and physics, just because those 3 classes, biochem and organic chemistry I did take here, but it was like an accelerated quarter class. just so we could get the basics down for the nutrition degree, and it definitely doesn't count for getting into med school, so I'm definitely going to have to take actual year-long sequences of those as well as physics. As soon as I get those classes down, as soon as I feel prepared, I'm going to take the MCAT and get right in there, but it's probably going to be around 2 years. Do I meal prep in order to spend less time in the kitchen when I study? I really struggle at this point because cooking takes so much time, and when I meal prep it really feels like it doesn't last any longer than 3 days. Any tips? So one, I don't really meal prep in order to spend less time in the kitchen. The only times I'd meal prep is when I need to take the food with me to class. So like basically my breakfast, and I'll really meal prep it like the night before or even the morning before. I really like to spend time in the kitchen, not too much time, but I like to cook when it's time to eat a meal, just because it kind of gets my mind off of my work and it acts as a little break for me before I head back into it again. And I feel kind of restricted when I meal prep sometimes. You know, what if I'm not feeling rice and beans today? What if I want to eat pizza or pasta? It's nice to have those kind of options and be more flexible without the meal prepping, but for some people it really helps. If 3 days is as long as you can do, just do 3 days. If you want to do more than that, make more food. Don't feel bad about making more food for you to eat 5 days instead of 3 days, because in reality, if you didn't meal prep, you'd probably be eating and making the same amount of food anyway. So just make the food, make more food. And then last question is from Marissa Kai, was how long is my program? She has 3 semesters left and we started around the same time. The one that I'm doing right now is only gonna go up to my bachelor's degree, and it's 2 years, but I also started with 2 years prior to getting my prereqs for this program. So in reality, I will have had 4 years to get my undergrad, which is pretty traditional, so don't even worry about that. And you're also going to grad school for another 10 months, so you could take the RD exam. Like my grad school would have been also another 9-10 months for getting my master's degree, so we are about on the same path. That is it for the Q&A, this little chit chat. I hope it was really informational for you guys and really helped you out when it comes to school and learning and stuff like that. If you have any more questions that you want me to address in the next video, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button, share it with family and friends or anybody else that you know that might find this useful. Also, make sure you are subscribed and that you get notifications from me so you don't miss out on another fun little chit chat school informational thing again. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, noon, day, or night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.